What's up, Soul Fam? Welcome back to another video about African fashion. Last time we attempted a reconstruction based on historical source material. This time I actually brought some garments directly from Ghana that we can have a closer look at. This was my first time visiting the motherland, and it was very special. I had a lot of dope experiences, and especially as someone researching the history of West Africa, it was very nice to get in contact with some of the source material that I would have a difficult time accessing from anywhere else. Like, for instance, I went to the National Museum in Accra, and there was a lot of interesting information there, which I'm also utilizing in this video. However, it's important to note that the heritage is not found in history books as much as it's lived in the daily traditions and oral history of the people. Like when I went to the Volta region, there was the Hogbe Chocho Festival, which is a yearly celebration of the migration story of the Ewe people, and I got to witness a lot of the traditional dances and rhythms and also fashion of that region. So we're gonna focus on the latter today. Let's get started with kente cloth. So kente cloth is a traditional fabric made by the Ewe people using brightly colored cotton, and it's woven on very narrow looms. So these strips of fabric are then sewed together in order to make a big piece of fabric, and only making a few yards of these can already take up to a day of work. So just imagine how long it takes to produce a full width of fabric like this one. As you can see, the patterns are very intricate, and there's also a social hierarchy encoded in the design. Like for instance, the Togbe, which is the Ewe for king, would wear a distinctive pattern which is different from his courtiers. It is traditionally worn in a toga-like fashion, wrapped around the body, somewhat like this. Keep in mind that I don't have a lot of experience with this type of fashion, so bear with me if you're actually from Ghana and you're seeing this. Maybe you're like, oh my god, this is embarrassing, but cut me some slack, I'm trying my best, okay? Next up, we have the Ghanaian smock. This garment actually originates from the northern region, the Mole Dagbani people, but nowadays it is found all over Ghana, and it goes back at least to the 17th century. As you can see, it is also made of brightly colored cotton strips, which are then sewed together in order to produce this garment. And when I'm turning and moving in it, it has a very nice effect. Keep in mind that the Mole Dagbani are known for being horse riders, so I can just imagine what this might have looked like on a horse when you're galloping through the wind. Like, when you're seeing this, actually I'm gonna be on a horse farm, and I might test this garment in the way that it was originally intended to be worn on horseback. So if you want to check that, go on my Instagram. That's at Singa the Atlantean, at SINGA_the Atlantean, in order to see more details about this. Last but not least, I want to show you guys the jewelry that I got on a market in the Volta region. And these are brightly colored glass beads, which are decorated with paint. And yeah, also the tradition goes back at least to the 14th century, according to information in the National Museum in Accra. So, like I said, all of these things are not really historical garments as much as they are heritage that is still kept alive to this day. So I hope you enjoyed this small exploration, and if you want to support me and my mission of making African history more accessible to a Western audience, go check out the Kickstarter campaign in the description. Thank you.